All right, I think we're going to go. Yeah. All right, you are looking live, folks, at the Michigan Insider. I'm Josh Newkirk, along with Mr. Sam Webb, the man of the moment. He called it. He said, be patient, folks. The fireworks are coming. We're going to talk about the Michigan Northwestern game. Be patient, because the big story, of course, is Michigan landed second.
Here we are.
We're back. All right, we're back. Let's try this again. All right, live. It's Secretariat. Bryce Underwood, the #1 consensus player in the country, the quarterback, the 5-star out of Belleville. Sam, Bryce is going to be on campus today. What are you hearing? What are your expectations? What's sort of the storyline today?
The storyline is when you have the best player in the country in your class, especially when it's the quarterback, all doors are open. L's that you took before he was in the class aren't necessarily guys who might have just committed to other schools yesterday. They're knocking on doors that were recently closed and guys will reconsider. And so, we'll see what happens with some of their recently committed elsewhere guys. I think the most noteworthy guy that you're looking at is a guy who's already committed to another school who's not going to go to LSU. And I'm talking about Derek Meadows. And so I have an update on Derek Meadows coming up here before the game. So look for that over on the MichiganInsider.com. Look for that in pregame. It will be a VIP story, so if you haven't taken advantage of our Black Friday sale, it's 75% off. And you should know by now that we have the goods. We told you to look for fireworks. A lot of people mocked it, but you see the fireworks came true. So, and Bryce delivers. Now, a lot of people have been talking about Alabama, rightfully so, because Court brings the heat. Courtney Morgan brings the heat. Notre Dame's been in there. But 19, looking pretty positive for Michigan with Derek Meadows. I have a further update, but Bryce, he's going to have some. Have also in the house today, Shamari Earls, who's another part of the fireworks. Yeah, he's already in the fold. And then some guys,
5-star linemen's here.
Yeah, they got some guys in that they're trying to bring into the fold with them as well. Look for the full visit list over on the MichiganInsider.com.
Yeah, very exciting, folks. Everyone's excited about this. The silver lining to this season is Bryce Underwood. Speaking of the season, Michigan plays its final home game today. They host Northwestern. The Wildcats come in here. Underdogs, Michigan's the favorite. Of course, nothing's really changed offensively. This is a game where I've always said, while Michigan doesn't have the greatest offense this year, that we're not saying they do. But this is a game where you're hoping the Michigan athletes take over. And this,
they need bowl eligibility, man.
Right.
I mean, they need the extra practices. Yes, you want to send the seniors out right. Make no mistake. But as you try to move this program forward, you need to know what you have. You need to know what you have as far as setting your roster for next season. You need to know what you have as far as what to pursue in the portal.
Yeah.
Right?
Everything.
You need to know what you have as far as development for the future.
Yeah.
So, how good are some of these young players, right? Are some of these guys going to be ready to be guys heading into next season? These are big question marks, and bowl eligibility helps you get closer to answering some of these questions. So this is a big game. Yeah, make no mistake. Bryce takes the sting off of this season, right? He makes 5 and whatever, or hopefully 6. He makes it hopefully 7. Make no mistake. I know people are not conceding anything. It makes the season sting less, but it doesn't remove that you got a job to do. You got to win this game.
Yeah.
And you look at what we saw offensively against Northwestern. Hey man, you got to improve. That offensive line had too many assignment errors, couldn't block movement, and you got to figure some things out at quarterback. You cannot have a situation where you got your quarterback playing scared where you got a situation where you aren't progressing reads, and then you didn't have an alternative when he wasn't executing. You didn't have a plan to fix that, or to have someone else you can go to when that wasn't working. And so the coaches are going to have to figure that out.
I like to add a win today. Michigan becomes bowl eligible, and that means the guys who enroll early potentially can practice for that bowl practice. Sam, what's your final prediction today, and who wins this game and why?
Yeah, I think they win this game. I think that ultimately Northwestern is in much the same predicament as Michigan. Yeah. Really, really struggling offense, a good defense, but not nearly as good a defense as Michigan. They're on the road. Michigan's at home. I think Michigan is the more talented team. They had 2 weeks to prepare for this. You got to believe that 2 weeks gives you enough time to patch some of those holes enough to go out and get this victory. I think that's momentum enough to get this game, and then you can get back to recruiting and getting some more of these pieces in the fold.
Score.
And I think Michigan wins this game. I'm going to say 27. 27 to 13, and they pick up another commitment, at least one more commitment this weekend. I'm calling it. Some more fireworks this weekend, I think. Okay, I guess that's what they're saying. So I'm gonna go for some more fireworks.
We're gonna put the over under at 1.5. I'm gonna say Michigan 30-10. They cover. Big weekend for recruiting. Remember, get on the boards, sign up. This is the site to do it at.
All right, 75% off over on the MichiganInsider.com. Be sure to take advantage.
All right, we'll see you post game.